Let's get a little sciencey for a second. The other day I got a blood test in class and we were testing for HDLs and total cholesterol and triglycerides as well. The funny thing is I eat 4 eggs a day, and many of you may have heard eggs are extremely high in cholesterol. And when you eat a lot of eggs, your blood cholesterol increases, especially the yolk of the egg. You know, and when you eat other foods that contain a lot of cholesterol, your cholesterol goes through the roof. But that's not necessarily true. Dietary cholesterol doesn't necessarily affect your serum cholesterol, the amount of cholesterol in your blood. And this is an important point because many people think it does. However, your body has a mechanism to create cholesterol. And when you eat more dietary cholesterol, this mechanism decreases a little bit. So it compensates, so to say, alright? Now, if you're eating so much cholesterol that this mechanism is almost completely turned off and you're not eating fiber that is gonna bind to the cholesterol in your intestines and have you excrete it rather than absorb it, then you may have high cholesterol. And yes, high cholesterol can be really bad for you, especially if that cholesterol is LDL cholesterol, which isn't really LDL cholesterol. That's another topic for another day. However, these are the types of things that you need to keep in mind. Eggs are a fantastic source of so many vitamins and minerals. The way one of my professors puts it is, an egg creates life. So, an egg has everything to sustain life, and we are life. So, having eggs is a fantastic source of so many things, proteins, fats, and if you eat the right eggs, which are pasture-raised eggs, free range, second best, but they're a little bit of a lie. That just means that they get out sometime during the day. Then you have these cage-free eggs, and what that means is that they are stacked next to each other. These chickens are so tightly enclosed together, they're just not in cages. And then natural eggs, cage-free, it's all a lie, you know? Okay? Go for the pasture-raised eggs. Pasture-raised eggs are super important. Those are the ones that are going to have the best balance of omega-3s to omega-6 fatty acids. You may have heard of omega-3s in the past. What these are anti-inflammatory polyunsaturated fatty acids. You may have heard of polyunsaturated fatty acids before. Pretty much it just means, if you know chemistry, that they have double bonds somewhere in them. Poly meaning multiple double bonds. Now, these omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, and the balance between your omega-6s and your omega-3s determines, not completely, but helps fight inflammation, or it becomes pro-inflammatory if you have too many omega-6s over omega-3s, alright? So, normal USDA eggs have a ton of omega-6s because you gotta imagine these chickens are they're in an inflammatory state all the time. Right next to each other, they're living where they're pooping, they aren't happy, they don't get free range, they don't get to eat the things they naturally want to eat. They're fed grains and the leftovers from the food that we eat. So eating pasture-raised eggs is super important. Now let's get back to my main point, that the things that you eat don't necessarily determine your cholesterol, okay? But if you're not exercising, you're eating things that are extremely high in cholesterol all the time, many times throughout the days, really fatty pieces of meat, tons and tons of eggs, and you're not eating enough fiber with those meals, you're not eating vegetables, you're not eating fruits at the same time as the meals that have those high amounts of cholesterol in them, that's when you're in trouble. That's when your cholesterol is going to increase. You're going to get a lot of LDLs, low density lipoproteins, in your blood. When you have a lot of these in your blood, that's what leads to heart disease, atherosclerosis, the hardest word to say in the world, at least for me. But seriously, This is the stiffening of the arteries because of fatty acid buildup, and this is how you get plaques, and then the plaques, they burst, the fibrous cap of the plaque removes, and then this is how you get heart attacks. This is why so many people in America die young. Okay, so that's my rant for today. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram at Trevor Lomax. If you have anything you want to discuss with me, if you're looking to get on a workout program that's going to get you to your goals, if you just have questions about nutrition, feel free to ask me. Please reach out so that I can help you. Have a good day.